In the journey towards embracing Stoic philosophy, it's not just about cultivating virtues and adopting new perspectives. It's equally about shedding habits that hinder progress. The Stoic path demands a conscious effort to recognize and let go of behaviors that pull us away from tranquility, wisdom, and virtue. Here are 12 habits every aspiring Stoic should strive to eliminate. One of the foundational teachings of Stoicism is to distinguish between what we can and cannot control. Complaining about circumstances is a futile exercise that only amplifies frustration and helplessness. Instead of lamenting situations beyond your control, focus on how you respond to them. Channel your energy into actions and thoughts that align with virtue and reason. Procrastination is the enemy of progress and discipline. It leads to unnecessary stress and a disordered life. For the Stoic, time is a precious resource, and wasting it through procrastination is a disservice to oneself. Practice mindfulness in your daily activities and commit to doing what needs to be done when it needs to be done. A Stoic understands that outcomes are not entirely within our control. Obsessing over results or being overly attached to specific outcomes leads to anxiety and disappointment. Instead, focus on the effort and intention behind your actions. Cultivate an attitude of indifference to success or failure, knowing that you've done your best. Seeking validation or approval from others can lead to compromising your principles. The Stoic philosophy encourages authenticity and integrity. Rather than bending to the will of others for acceptance, remain true to your values and judgments. Understand that you cannot please everyone, nor should you try. Emotions like anger, envy, and resentment are powerful and can cloud judgment. Stoicism teaches us to recognize these emotions without letting them control us. By cultivating rational thought and emotional resilience, you can observe these feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. Replace negative emotions with a focus on inner peace and rational responses. While Stoicism does not advocate for asceticism, it does warn against overindulgence in physical pleasures. This habit can lead to dependency and a loss of self-control. Practice moderation and self-discipline, understanding that true contentment comes from within, not from external pleasures. Blaming others for your misfortunes or challenges is a way of avoiding responsibility. Stoicism encourages taking ownership of your life and choices. Recognize that while external factors may influence your situation, your response to them is within your control. By letting go of blame, you empower yourself to find solutions and grow from adversity. Gossip is a destructive habit that serves no constructive purpose. It distracts from meaningful conversation and breeds negativity. Stoics value truthfulness, integrity, and meaningful discourse. Avoid wasting time on idle talk about others, and instead focus on discussions that uplift and educate. In the modern age, we are bombarded with information from all sides. The habit of endlessly consuming news, social media, or entertainment can lead to mental clutter and anxiety. A Stoic mind is clear and focused. Limit your intake of information to what is necessary and useful, and practice discernment in your consumption habits. The pursuit of perfection can be paralyzing and is often rooted in fear of failure or judgment. Stoicism teaches the importance of progress over perfection. Accept that mistakes and imperfections are part of the learning process. Aim for excellence, but do not let the fear of falling short prevent you from taking action. Grudges are a form of emotional baggage that weighs heavily on the mind and spirit. Stoicism encourages forgiveness and letting go of past wrongs. Holding on to anger or resentment only harms you. Practice compassion, both for yourself and others, and release any grudges that may be holding you back from inner peace. Discomfort is an inevitable part of life and an essential element of personal growth. The Stoic mindset embraces challenges and discomfort as opportunities to cultivate resilience and virtue. Avoiding discomfort leads to stagnation and missed opportunities for development. Face discomfort with courage, knowing that it is through adversity that strength is built. Shedding these 12 habits is not an easy task, but it is a necessary step in the journey towards Stoic wisdom. By consciously working to eliminate these behaviors, you create space for the virtues and practices that will lead you to a life of tranquility, purpose, and fulfillment. Remember, the path of Stoicism is not about being perfect, but about striving to live each day with intention, integrity, and wisdom.